All right. Incredibly proud of this football team. As honestly, all the years and wins and all that stuff, this was as fun a win as I can remember as a head coach. Just with all the all the changes, all the back and forth. 6 weeks. 20 plus guys didn't that didn't play in this game for different reasons. We could have come into this game not caring about it. This team could easily this team could have got a lot of different ways with it, and to see us come play as well as we did on all three sides, big plays on all three sides. That's a good football team we just got beat, or that we just beat up on. It's a really good football team, and a team that had a lot more of their guys throughout the season than we certainly did. And so, for us to not use that as an excuse and to use it as something that really motivated us, motivated our team, motivated our coaches, was really, really special. And to see, I thought the team leadership in this game was as strong as it was the entire year. And I thought that was a big reason why the guys played the way we did. And I was especially proud because one of the things I told the coaches, today was I thought it'd be really important for us to get off to a good start. And we did completely the opposite. All right, we went 3 and out. They go down and score. And it's like, all right, where are you at now? And then we went on a great run, and guys made big plays. And it was just a lot of fun. Honestly, kind of didn't want the game to be over in a lot of ways. And so really proud of this group, proud of the leadership. This is it's significant for the guys that have been here in the beginning of this journey, and there's been a lot of great moments in the first 2 years. Now they're going to get a lot better, and it's going to get a lot more fun as we go, but it had to start somewhere, and a lot of the guys in the locker room were a part of that. And a special thanks to the guys that stayed around because it was important to them, because the team was important to them, because USC was important to them. A special thanks to the coaches that did that. It was not an easy situation, especially for some of the coaches on our staff. And our coaches, especially our defensive guys, did a hell of a job tonight. They got our guys ready to play. A lot of really good coaches and a lot of really good people on the staff where they could have turned and tried to go on to the next thing, and they stayed because it was important. And that's, honestly, a bunch of guys in the locker room and the coaching staff that felt that way, and that's the reason why we won the game. If we wouldn't have had that, we would already be on the bus ride home, and it'd be somebody else another coach sitting up here at this podium right now. So very appreciative to all those guys. Great win, great way to end the season. He was awesome. I'm not a bit surprised with how he played. He just did what he's been doing in practice, really, for a while, but especially kind of the second half of this year. Every practice, the guy was just getting better and better. So I knew he would be very confident coming in, and it was great to see him respond. Kind of same thing. We go 3 and out there on the first drive, and to see him respond and make some of the throws that he made. He was really dialed into the game plan. He trusted his guys. He got the ball out on time. It was just a tremendous quarterbacking performance, and obviously a lot of guys around him played very well and made plays, and but he certainly led the charge.
Just a quick reminder, guys, wait to ask your questions so we can get a mic to you. This is being live streamed. You want to get a question.
Coach, what's your thoughts on the receivers today, the way that they were attacking the ball and making a place for your quarterback?
They were great. Guys made a lot of competitive plays. It was fun to see a combination of young guys, step up and make some big-time plays. Obviously, there were several of those, and see some of our kind of older veteran guys, Taj, Kyron, some of those guys step up. It was huge. To see Tabo step in, for Lake after Lake got injured was awesome. There was just, a lot of playmakers on both sides. Guys had chances to make plays on both sides and really stepped up.
Coach Riley, congratulations. Eric Lance was the second Public City observer. Throughout the night, the defense swung to the ball and arrived with bad intentions. What excites you about the effort the players gave and their ability to play with discipline?
Yeah, I give our guys a lot of credit. Like I said, give our coaches here a lot of credit over the last 6 weeks. Our defensive players, guys stepped up. We had guys in different positions. Jalen Smith played a position tonight. He's never played before. Max has always played a million different positions, so that wasn't much new to him. But yeah, to see Prophet step up, to see some of our young defensive players step up, some guys that hadn't played very many snaps for us all year. We had to. A week ago, we had to basically completely change the defensive game plan because of the players that were available and a few guys that decided not to be here. And our guys didn't flinch. Our coaches didn't flinch. These guys didn't flinch. The leaders didn't flinch. We wasn't ideal. We changed it, and the guys flew around, played hard, played very physical, and yeah, super, super proud of them, especially the turnovers, because like the first turnover was what got us going, and then like defensively we got us going with the first one, and we shut the door at the end with the last one.
Coach.
Kingsbury, Touchdowns and Tangents. Lincoln, with the way Miller performed, has he solidified his status as a starter next season, and will you still pursue a high-profile transfer quarterback?
I can't believe it got to the fourth question. He did a great job. I mean, that's he may have scared off anybody that would want to come here anyway. So he was awesome. I mean, it's a performance game, and I've said previously, and our local guys know this. It's really, really important to me. The longer I coach and going through this, and I don't know it all, but having people that this program is incredibly important to them. That's the key. And I think in this day and age with all the movement, when you have guys like that, it's even more of an advantage than maybe it was 5 or 10 years ago, because it's becoming a little bit harder to find. Miller's had a passion for this university and program for a long time. You've seen that in his ability to hang in there, to continue to get better. Part of, I think, the reason he played well tonight is the consistency that he's brought. He could have bolted off at different times. He's stayed here. He's gotten better, and that's why a night like tonight happened. And he's obviously a tremendous leader for our program. Was a great leader for us tonight, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds from him, because he's going to get better and better.
Coach, earlier in the week you talked about Louisville's defense and how good it was, specifically their red zone defense. Can you kind of put into context what your offense was able to do tonight? I mean, they gave up 16 passing touchdowns on the season. You had, 6 tonight?
Yeah, we played well. I mean, that's a good defense, and they weren't like a few of the other sides of the ball, where, they weren't decimated by, or to say decimated, they weren't affected, right, by a lot of guys holding out or different guys. I mean, that was pretty much the same unit that we saw all year. And, yeah, for our guys to make some of those plays, it was great, some of the competitive plays. But, again, it just the entire vibe of the sideline felt different. You tell the guys were really just playing for one another, just across the board. You just felt it. You felt that the defense wanted to make plays for the offense. The offense wanted to make plays for the defense. If one of us didn't make a play or we didn't score or we didn't stop them, it was just, all right, the other side's got to go hold up their end of the bargain. And we just did that all night. And there's a lot of credit to these guys. At times, yes. I think these guys would probably agree with that. I mean, like I said, I think the player leadership in this game was and in the last 6 weeks was really, really strong, and the team reflected that in their performance tonight.
Hi, I'm Madison Hogue from Annenberg Media. Miller, my question's for you. Like Coach said, the leadership was very high in this game in particular. So how did you step into that leadership position and get yourself ready for this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think from a leadership standpoint, like, we had a really strong senior group and a really strong group that wanted to come back and play this game, and I think that was really led by them. They set the example, and it was easy for me to then fall in behind them. You've got guys up here, Taj and Max and Jaroxoff is a little younger, but guys like Solomon Bird and Justin Dietich who came back with an intent to win this game, so it was easy to kind of follow their lead in that sense.
Hey guys, let's go with one more for the coach, and then we're going to go to the players. Okay?
Ready.
The players are here. Okay, go ahead. For the coach.
Coach, can you speak to why you chose the 4 captains you did and how important those guys were, not only for the last 6 weeks, but how important they've been setting the tone for next season as well?
Yeah, I just felt like it was we've kind of had this mantra that it's new team in one game, and I felt like, all right, if we're gonna have a new team, we probably need some new captains. Just felt like it was not anything against the guys that weren't, because a lot of those guys that played with us tonight were certainly still big factors in terms of leadership, as Miller attested to. But there was a lot of reasons. I mean, Taj, I kind of told the team when we announced it. Taj he's going to be an NFL draft pick here in a couple of months. He could have had a great case for not playing this game. But there's anybody that knows Taj knew there was a 0% chance that he was going to sit out of this game, and that's why he's going to be a great pro. And so I thought a great example there. Chris Thompson, is getting ready to make another move in terms of a better opportunity on the field. has been up front with us about the whole time. He was a great team first guy this whole year. And once again, could have left and said, no way am I leaving my guys. Another great example. Bryson Shaw has been, I think, one of just our toughest, most consistent competitors, like one of the guys that you just know every day he's going to be there. And every day he's going to fight and give you everything he has. And then obviously, Miller represented the younger group, some of the guys that are getting some of those first big-time opportunities that have fought their tail off behind the scenes, that have a lot of respect within our locker room. And I think our team was really energized to see not just Miller, but a lot of these other guys get this opportunity tonight. So just thought they all kind of represented something different. And again, those 4 guys deserve a lot of credit, but there's, a ton of other guys, Max, Didich, all these different guys that were a part of leading this group, and they really came together.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Our boys, how are yours?
See, Coach.
Alfred Rowe, LAFB Network. My question is for Jalen Smith. So my question is, you guys are playing today like you guys had your hair on fire. 33 hats to the ball. Everybody was running to the ball. How do you guys take this game now and carry it over into spring ball and bring it into the next season?
Can y'all hear me?
Bring the mic to you.
All right, perfect. How we carry it on is just, man, hard work and consistency. Carry on everything, looking at the film of how this game went, the preparation that led up to it, and ultimately, man, just taking account of it and going with a chip on our shoulder going into 2024.
Hey, Miller, you talked about, first off, great game, 6 touchdowns, the 1 interception on the podium. That became a 14-point swing from you almost getting touchdown to them scoring. When you went out after that next possession, can you talk about what you told your offense to mentally prepare to get back out there and score the next touchdown?
Yeah, 100% my fault on that swing, turning the ball over in the red zone's not winning football, but I also had the mindset that I'm not going to allow my mistake to be the reason we don't win this game. So just told them that's 100% on me. Like, as long as we do our job, we'll be all good. And I think we responded positively. But, again, that's not winning football. You can't turn the ball over in the red zone. So definitely got to be better.
Yeah, Dean Straka with CBS Sports. Miller, afterwards, you and Caleb shared a moment. Can you kind of share what was said during that exchange between you guys?
Yeah, I feel like people are always trying to pit quarterbacks against each other, especially in the same room in college these days. But we've had a really, really positive experience working together. I'll always appreciate Caleb for what he did, not only for me, but for this program. He was a great leader for us and obviously a tremendous player, and we'll always be really, really great friends, and I think that was just kind of showcased there.
Hi, Jonathan Martin, USC Annenberg Media. Question for you, Miller. Are you aware of the nickname that's already circulating around campus? It's Miller time.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
How do you feel about that?
It's cool. We get a little more creative, but it's cool.
High school vibes.
Dwayne Douglas, student body right USC podcast. For Taj, question is, what are your favorite moments as you kind of leave USC now, as far as games, maybe plays with, maybe something in practice, whatever, and also, do you have a special meal you're cooking tonight?
No, I ain't cooking. I just gotta finish packing tonight. But it's hard to say, man. I've been here, 3 years and treated every day, the same. So it's kind of hard to pick out a memory. But just these last 6 weeks have been very memorable. Man, this team done been through so much adversity lately, and just how we just came together, it made a huge difference. You could see it tonight how everybody showcased, that brotherhood that we talked about, and just that's just been what's on top of my mind right now.
3 more questions, guys. Right here first.
Hey, Miller, with transferring so common nowadays, can you talk about, how you staying and developing the last 3 years has helped you?
Yeah, obviously a difficult first year for me in college. A lot of ups and downs and adversity in that situation, but I think it's just more a testament to the guys in that locker room and to the leadership and our coaching staff that made me want to stay. I love those guys. I'll ride for those guys, and I think Coach Riley's done a really, really great job in quarterback development, obviously, with the guys that he's had, and I trusted him and I trust his process. So love being around those guys and going to continue to do so.
Dodger hat in the Padre clubhouse, but that's
You got it. Miller, Ryan Young, TrojanSports.com. done a great job this week deflecting the spotlight from yourself and not making this game about you, but then you went out and made yourself the story of the game. Given your path to this point, what USC means to you, can you put in perspective just how special this was, and were there any moments that really hit you along the way tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good, positive moment. I still think more so for the team than for me personally. You know, like these 6 weeks weren't about since UCLA weren't about any individual. They were about us and the people that wanted to be here and wanted to play this game, and wanted to come together. And then obviously, like, I did some good things. There are some things I can do better. Definitely, like, I'm sure I'll watch the film and there'll be a ton of stuff I need to clean up. So, personally, like, it's a good step in the right direction, but definitely a lot to improve on, a lot more to accomplish.
Max, Eric Lampkins II, Culver City Observer. This season, the defense has been much maligned and berated by the media. As you reflect on your time here at USC, can you describe to me what you'll remember most?
I mean, it's a lot of moments I can remember, you know. Like Miller just said, the last 6 weeks, I mean, we got close together no matter what happened. You know, coaches leaving, you know, players leaving. We all came close together, and I think, you know, this being my only bowl win, you know, championship win, in my 5 years here is definitely the most memorable. And special credit to my teammates, you know, the coaches for putting us in the right position to go out there and make plays, like Coach Odom, you know, Coach T-Mays taking care of the secondary. You know, it could have been easy for them guys to, like, just leave, and they didn't. You know, they was on us every single day. Guys got better in the room. You know, Jalen got better. You know, Tone, with the punch out at the end of the game, he got better in these 6 weeks. So guys wanted to come out here and play, you know, with no matter what, and we wanted to win. So I felt like we showed that tonight with the energy we had, and yeah, it was a great day today.
Ladies and gentlemen, these four are done, but surprise, four more.
All right, so we have Bryson Shaw, Kyron Hudson, Justin Dedich, and Jameel Muhammad.
All right, here we go.
Justin, obviously you've been around Miller quite a bit these last couple of years, but what did he prove tonight to you, to this team, and with his performance?
Yeah, it's just it's a cliche saying, but, you know, trust the process, sticking through it, because when you get your opportunity, you got to shine, and Miller's the definition of that. You know, he's seen it, he's been ready to play for quite a while now, and then he finally got his opportunity, man, and he showed the world that he's ready to take it. So super excited for him. He led the offense very well, and man, I'm just very proud.
For Justin and Bryson, we've heard so much about these last 6 weeks. You guys are older guys, could have opted out of this game. What was so significant for you guys about the last 6 weeks, and just what does it say about the leadership of the team finishing 1-5? A lot of teams maybe could have mailed it in, and you guys didn't do it. What were these last 6 weeks like for you guys?
I mean, I know I can speak for Justin myself. Like, just knowing Justin, there was no way we were opting out of this game. I mean, this game means too much to this program for us to do that. And, you know, going 1-5, that's not us. We wanted to finish this thing on the right note, and we're competitors at the end of the day. There's nothing taking us two out of this game.
Kyron, kind of walk through that sequence, block the punt, and then a few plays later, you're getting rewarded with the touchdown pass.
Like Justin said and what he said earlier, I mean, just trusting the process. All week, to be honest, that whole week, I was getting blocked on that play. So just like Justin said, when your moment comes, be ready for it. And so next thing you know, I was wide open, just went in and put my hand up. So, and then just being able to have the opportunity to go out there, capitalize, that really changed the momentum, which I was definitely excited about.
Jameel, what did you feel like, you know, you guys did differently in terms of defensive execution and just overall effort this game? And, you know, looking into next year, you guys have talked about wanting to revitalize the defense. I mean, you know, what do you hope this game sets in terms of kind of a standard for how you want to approach spring and going into next year?
Yeah, like you said, this is a good standard for, you know, spring or the winter and the spring going into next year. You know, I think what we did was really just hone in on the little things. Like I said in the interview like last week, it's just all about doing that. And like Kyron said, trusting in the process. And just trusting in the guy next to you and playing for the guy next to you. So, and we came out on the good end of it tonight.
This is questions kind of for everybody, but with the way Miller played, like, do you feel like he won the starting job for next year? And with Jalen, do you feel like he's kind of the next up? The way Kalen was a leader for the defense?
Well, what Miller did out there is something that is going to help us in the future. And so, personally, yes, he did. I'm super excited for Miller. He waited his time, and he's ready for it. And he's the guy that we need.
Tuking in with the LA Times. Bryson, you guys you were pretty thin in the secondary. You guys played a lot of snaps. How did the coaching staff kind of prepare you guys to get ready for kind of maybe a new game plan based on the personnel you guys had available?
Yeah, I mean, the defensive coaches did a great job. I mean, Taylor Mays stepped up when Dante went out, and he killed it right from the start. And, you know, he's a legend, so he's got that respect right off the bat. But, I mean, the way he coaches hard, you know, coached us with passion that he has. I mean, you guys all know T. Mays. We were all so excited to play for him. And then Greg Brown, he brought his, enthusiasm to the group too. I mean, we were all just having fun. Practices were the most fun, you know, at myself. I don't know about these guys, but practicing these last month, I mean, this has been the most fun for me personally playing football in my whole life. I mean, this last month, I mean, we talked about this team that just played, like, I would take this team over everybody. Like, I love this team. I mean, this last month has been something special. I mean, you guys just got to saw it there, but we were confident in this. I mean, we knew this was going to happen just based off the belief in each other.
Jalil, Eric Lampkins II, Culver City Observer. The last chapter of USC football for the Pac-12 is officially closed. As you guys get ready to transition to the Big Ten, what message do you have for your future opponents?
That we're going to play a great brand of football and come prepared. We're going to come ready to do what we have to do anything we have to do to win the game because it takes what it takes. So.
You guys weren't surprised by how Miller played tonight, but there were a lot of people around the country who probably, were a little surprised and maybe didn't know a whole lot about Miller. But why were you guys not surprised? I'll ask all you guys, maybe starting over here with you, Bryson, about why you guys weren't surprised that he had the game that he did.
The thing I noticed about Miller right from when I got here is his composure and how confident he is in himself. And he's a leader. He's like a natural leader. I mean, the guys really gravitate to him. And he wasn't nervous at all. Talking to him, he's a cool, calm, collected guy. I mean, he's a killer, man. He's got ice cold veins, and he showed that tonight. So just from right away, I knew what kind of guy he was because he's professional. He's a professional guy.
Al Farrell, Los Angeles Football Network. This question is more for Kyron and Jamil. So you guys are probably the luckiest football team in America right now because you basically played a spring game because there's a bunch of guys who didn't get reps, and they got reps tonight against the number 16 team in the nation. So how do you guys take that momentum from this game where you got to play a live spring game and carry it into winter weights, which you probably start lifting in 2 weeks, and then taking it to spring ball and bring that culture that you guys had tonight on the field and bringing it with your incoming freshmen that you guys are going to get this summer?
That's just going back to preparation and being ready for your opportunity. All year, some of these players that was out there, for instance, like Jacoby, a young receiver, didn't have that many opportunities this year, but when his opportunity came, he capitalized with two touchdowns. Today was his first, capitalized with another one. And then just having this is like a foreshadow for next season. This is like giving everybody, our fans, everybody, especially people that doubt us, a foreshadow for what's going to come. And so, I can speak for Jamil. I can speak for everybody in here. It's going to change, and we're super excited.